Good Monday morning journalism class. It is bright and early, and we are going to jump right into our content for this upcoming week. Before we begin, I want to say that if you haven't heard already, that we are not going to be meeting together as a class this year. We're going to be doing this online thing until the end of the year. It really bums me out because we had a good group of you guys in class, but it's just how we're going to do it. All right. Now, if you haven't been keeping up with your weekly vlogs, diaries, or journals, let's make sure that you're doing it. It's going to be due in 2 weeks' time, so that means I'm going to be looking for 4 entries, right? At least 4 entries into this. So let's make sure that we're keeping on top of that extended project. What we're going to have happen is every 2 weeks, I'm going to be giving you guys a mini project to work on, and then we're going to have a long-term project. So the first one is the video vlog or vlog diary journal for this timeline. That was our first long-term project that lasted a month. Our last month of school, we'll be doing another long-term project that's going to focus on photojournalism, and then we'll have smaller projects interspersed in every 2 weeks. So this week, you guys are going to be doing a project that my journalism class last semester did when I was out getting my knee surgery, and that is a project called True Crime Detectives. What you guys are going to be doing is jumping into the role of an investigative journalist. So an investigative journalist is someone who goes and they try to find a scoop before it happens, right? A lot of times we have news stories that are reported on the news that everybody knows. An investigative journalist goes out there and they find all the bits and pieces to make a news story that they like. Now, we call it true crime detectives because you're going to be taking a criminal in the past and you're going to be pretending like you are a journalist that was hot on the trail of that criminal, and you're going to be gathering all sorts of little evidence or artifacts and articles on this person. So it sounds a little intimidating, but it's not that bad. So I'm going to explain kind of how we can do this and how to make it easier. So before you begin, you want to figure out what criminal that you want to focus on. Now, for some of you guys, you may not be a fan of the true crime stuff, so you can look at a list of people that I will put in our Canvas assignment that aren't crazy men or women whose exploits will give you nightmares, because you may not want that, and I don't want to do that to you. So, for example, you might choose Frank Abagnale Jr. He was a con man and a document forger who started at the age of 15. And he just started like conning people, making a bunch of money, someone really close in age to you guys, and he was making thousands of dollars kind of playing these cons on people. So you could research him, and then you're going to be doing a number of different things. You're going to be in charge of getting me a certain amount of documents done. So for example, you're going to be creating a newspaper article, so create like a fake newspaper article about the subject of your project. So you're going to jump into the role of a journalist. You're going to write an article about this person at some point in their career. All right, you're going to also be in charge of creating evidence. So like notes that a detective might write, interviews, and all sorts of different things. Now, for some of you guys, all right, I'm going to give you more information about the bits and pieces of this on Canvas, because if I were to give a video of all of it, it would take forever. All right. For some of you guys, all right, I'm going to give you guys a baseline, right? So if you want to, I'll kind of break down what I'm looking for as far as A range, B range, C range, breaking it down in that format so that you guys can know exactly what you need to do. I'll be creating a little checklist for that. Some ways to kind of really make this project over the top. What I had my classes last semester do is they created these and then printed them out on paper. They stained them with tea or coffee to make them look old, burned them, crinkled them up. Your job is to kind of create and antique these things to make them look like real case files that have been sitting in someone's attic for 20, 30 years. It can be a really interesting project to do. You can type this, you can handwrite it, however you want to do it is up to you. to really make this assignment pop, I'm going to say a lot of you probably will want to handwrite or type this so you can manipulate the assignment. If typing is your only option, you can do it. It's going to just be a little bit hard to make things look aged and kind of to do this stuff. If you have access to a printer at home, it can be a really cool way to simply type things up, print it, cut it up to manipulate it to look antiqued. So I'm going to be dropping the assignment into Canvas. It will have a gigantic breakdown of each piece and how to do it, that sort of thing. I'll have a breakdown of what each level is. So if you want an A, how many pieces you need. If you want a B, how many pieces. If you want a C, how many pieces. All right. So you can kind of tier it up. You'll have this week and next week to work on this assignment. So if it seems challenging, just know that you have 2 weeks of time to do this. All right. Now, if you have questions, you can email me at gage.pulsifer@canyonsdistrict.org. That's going to be a way that I can get to you really quickly. If you want some face-to-face conversation, or it'll be easier for you to get clarification just verbally, you can go to meet.google.com, use the code breakfastnews with Mr. P. I'm on from 8 in the morning till 10 in the morning, and I can just kind of give you clarifications that way. Ladies and gentlemen, this is supposed to be a fun project, so don't let it stress you out. Pick someone that interests you. I know that Sharina is really into this kind of true crime stuff, so she may go like super overboard into like some scary criminal who's going to be nightmare fuel, and I will be like scarred for life because of this project that she does. And some of you guys might pick someone like Banksy, right? Who's a graffiti artist, technically a criminal, and she's that, right? So we have a really wide spectrum to choose from. Choose someone that's going to be interesting to you. Choose someone that's going to be kind of your level of intensity that you want to do, and have some fun with it. So, ladies and gentlemen, go to Canvas, look at our assignment, and go through. I'm going to be giving you a lot of material on this one, so if it seems overwhelming, just breathe, read through the assignment, and the only reason it's going to seem like a lot is because I want you guys to know exactly what you need to do to be successful, all right? So just let me know if you guys have any troubles, any issues, any questions. Stop on by to the Google Meets. I would love to say hello to some of you guys because we haven't had the chance to talk. And I hope you have a good one, and I hope this project is fun for you. All right, see you guys.